Hello, everyone, and welcome to Streetwear Live. We are a show that loves to advertise different people, different Sims, places to visit, different stores, different everything there is to do in Second Life. And it's my pleasure today to interview a wonderful lady. Her name is Frannydj Dean, and I have just got to ask her some questions because I recently went to two of her parades. One was a Christmas parade and one was the Mardi Gras parade. And I was amazed by what I saw. So I'm going to get started with asking Franny some questions about how you do a parade in Second Life. So Franny, how did you get into parades?
Oh, God. Well, going way back to probably 2006, I think I began, or 7. It was a year after I got in. And I had missed New York City, which is where I was from. And I had moved upstate, and I started missing New York City. And so I built New York City. And at that point, it was right around Thanksgiving, I believe. And I said, wow, what's missing here? Of course, a Thanksgiving parade. So that was my inspiration for it, and the first one was actually very funny that I attempted. It was just a bunch of cutouts going down the street. Really. And I said, no, this is not going to happen. This is not going to do. So I had met a scripter, fortunately, who decided he wanted to work with me on it. And it took him, in those days, I mean, we didn't have the communities or it was just like everybody had to do it, and it took a long time to do anything. So, it took him about a week to script this thing because originally there were 2 balls. There was one for the floats and one for the balloons. And by the way, the balloons are just separated basically from the music so that it doesn't pile up too bad, on top of each other. So anyway, we started out like that, and then I said, well, okay, we need something better than cutouts, so I went and got a bunch of freebies all around the SL, and that's what you saw, a bunch of freebies floating down the street. No music, no nothing, just, and everybody was like, wow, And I think back on it now, and I have to laugh. I really seriously have to laugh. And if you ever want to see it, it's still on YouTube. Somebody took videos of it, and it is still on YouTube. And I came across it one day, and I was just laughing my head off. When you see what I do now compared to what was then. And that was actually on SLTV. And that went on for a couple of years. Maybe 2 years. And then I decided to start making my own floats and balloons, something really good. So I learned how to do it. And this is all part of the experience of learning how to build an SL, too. And then, so after I built a whole bunch of them, the first Thanksgiving parade I did there was, it was pretty spectacular, I thought, at that time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, there's still something missing. It needs music. And I would do all this research on parades. I mean, I've probably seen every parade there is on YouTube, just to see what the ambience is, what the feeling of it is, things like that. And I said, yeah, it needs music. Definitely needs music. So we set about at that point, which took us a long time to figure out how to get the music on there and everything else. And I wanted it to be real, so I put music on every float as it would come down the street in a real parade. And as I said, that's why the balloons are there, to separate. And of course, Macy's does have balloons. So it kind of worked out well. But anyway, and then one day I was walking down the street while the parade was going on, and this couple was standing there, and they were just chatting with each other, and they said, wow, one of them said, wow, I wish I could just jump on it and ride it.
I
Well,
was going to mention that.
Frannyd's brain went just bonkers. Of course, they have to ride them. That's what's missing. It's great to see floats coming down the street, but what's in a real parade? They're riding on the parade. They're riding on the floats. So that's how that came about, and that took a long time to figure out. And then as it progressed up to now, we're now into props because I figured, well, the float has a theme. It has the themed music for the float. It has all the animations themed to the float. Well, we need people that look right for the float. So, yep, we're doing props now, and they automatically attach and detach now too. So that's a real plus, and it doesn't take off any of your clothes, which is really great. So there you go.
Yeah, that's a plus.
That's what we're up to now.
That's a plus.
Yeah, it really is.
I was going to mention that the 2 times I went to your parades, I just hopped. I mean, there's pose balls, you guys, if you go to one of Frannyd's parades, and you just jump on them like you do in, when you do a dance in Second Life, and you can dance all the way down the street.
You're the star of the show, basically, yeah.
Yeah, basically you become the movie star on the float, and people they go there, they hop on these pose balls, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, I'm the star," and you're taking pictures and videos, and the parade is so well done. I mean, it's beautifully made. I was so impressed with the Christmas one, and then I came back I actually contacted Franny after the Christmas one because I was so impressed. I said, I gotta interview you because people have to know about this in Second Life. She's absolutely wonderful, very sweet lady, and spends a lot of time and energy on these parades. And I appreciate you, Franny. And from what I understand, your Mardi Gras event that you did this year was basically it was a benefit for Parkinson's.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes. Barbie Alchemy is just a wonderful person, and she is so dedicated to this cause. And, I wanted to try and help a little bit, and it kind of worked out mutually. I lost a sim, and so I've been doing the parades on other people's sims for the past couple of months. And so it worked out, that we could do it together and help each other out, But she is wonderful. She is so dedicated to this cause. Really amazing person. But anyway, yes.
Yes, I know Barbie. She really is a sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Really is a sweetheart. Well, I wanted to ask you, let's see, is it expensive to do all this stuff? I mean, I know it is. I know it is, but I want you to tell our viewers.
Well, if you have a couple of million lindens you want to spend. No, seriously, it is very expensive because you have to buy everything, and then you have to sometimes if you like something and it's on the marketplace and I say, oh, that would look good on a float, then I have to contact them if it's not copy mod because you can't put them in unless they're copy mod. Put them in the reserve. So it gets expensive because they're well, I offer actually, but sometimes that way it gets expensive. It gets expensive in time. I mean, it's so time consuming you have no idea. You pull out one float, okay, let me back up. You can, first I research the float that I'm going to do.
Right.
Everything about the theme of it. And then, and that takes a lot of time. Like when I made Kermit, okay.
I remember Kermit.
I had to watch like videos and videos of Kermit to see what he looked like and then get a picture up in SL of him and then try to figure out his proportions in SL, I mean, this is like, hours, days. Sometimes a float, an entire float can take up to a month, even two, some of them. if I can't find the right parts. So
Yeah.
it's extremely time consuming, and then to put it in, you know, even to get it in the float and then in the parade rather, and you know, to do just the whole thing of it is just majorly time consuming and very, very expensive. Trust me. I've
Oh, I
spent
believe it
thousands and
is.
thousands of real money on these parades. So
Well, I sat there and pondered. I mean, because I've seen so many things in Second Life, and I just, when I went to the parade the first time, I just sat there and pondered, how did this woman get this to happen?
right, I'm
It
still
was
amazed.
amazing. I mean, it seriously looks like a real life parade. There's live music there a lot of times. There's dance teams there that are dancing on the side. The decorations on the Sims that you do are completely incredible, which that's got to take, I don't know how long. I mean, heck, it took me like 2 weeks to decorate a desk in my office one time. And it's just a
Okay.
desk. So
Yeah,
I don't know how you do it. Seriously, I'm amazed.
I don't sleep.
Yeah, I was going to say you're up 24 hours a day, and I'm going to send you some wake up pills
Yeah, I need
so
them.
you can keep
Keep
doing
it coming.
it.
Keep it coming.
uh, okay, I wanted to ask you another question. Have you ever won any awards in Second Life?
Well, believe it or not, like in the very beginning, like I said, when it was still freebies, basically floating down the street. Uh, I was on SL TV at that time. They came and filmed the parade. It might be the one that's still on YouTube. I don't know. But I was voted best holiday site for 4 years in a row when I was doing the Thanksgiving and Christmas parades.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, that's amazing.
yeah, it was quite an honor. It really was. But I worked hard on the Sims, you know. Especially my New York City build. I do a lot of builds. I do Woodstock, I do Tomb Raider, I do you name it, I've probably done it. You know, speakeasies, everything. You know, 'cause that was my, and that's another thing I've done in SL. I was the first person to do a themed party, you know, with a set that goes along with whatever you're doing. In other words, like if you were doing, you know, people in clubs still do it, but you know, they'll do like a speakeasy party but there's nothing speakeasy about the setting. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I
right.
decided I wanted to have a real experience. And so I was the first one to do an actual themed, party with like the whole set. And then it turned into whole Sims.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah.
And that is quite an honor, and congratulations on
Oh,
that.
thank you.
No
Well,
problem. You
you know,
deserve it.
what I
I've seen
really,
it. I've seen it,
yeah,
people. I've been there. I've seen it. She's awesome.
I done it.
Okay, let's
What I
see.
really like, what I really like about the whole idea of the parades and everything, because I do have quite a loyal following. I get people IMing me like in the summertime. Are you going to be doing the Christmas parade this year? You know, I have people that actually are what do you call them? Not fans. Oh, I can't think of the word. It's like a tradition for them now in SL, as it would be in like real life to go to a Thanksgiving parade, you know, in New York City. So it's quite an honor. But the reason I do this is to put a little fun in SL and a little joy on people's faces. Some people tell me, man, I was having such a rotten day and I found your parade and oh my God, it just brightened my whole day up, you know. Things like that. I get that all the time and it just makes me feel so good, you know, to be able to
Well,
help somebody, you know, have a little fun.
yeah, and I agree with them completely because I've actually been there. And the day I went there for your Christmas parade, I was kind of having a down day. And I got there and I saw a pose ball and I jumped on that float. And this was at 3 a.m. in the morning, people.
Right.
Nobody was online. And and I was like, oh my God, I can dance on this float. And then I thought, am I breaking the law? And then, and then I thought, well, maybe not. I'm going to do it anyway, and I'll just claim innocence later. But you can jump on those pose balls, people. Get on those pose balls and ride yourself down the street because it's so much fun. And, okay, I got another question for you.
Okay, shoot.
I see in your title that it says DJ. Are you a DJ in
Oh,
here?
yeah. Yes, I am. Yes. I was a DJ in real life for many, many, many years, and so I decided to bring it right over to SL. That was actually my first intention to when I came here. But actually, I saw how I got into SL was I saw I was sitting here on the computer doing something or other. I don't know what it was at the time, and there was somebody interviewing. I think it might have been Philip Linden. I don't know, or one of the Lindens about SL, and I said, "Wow! Oh, I know what it was. That's what. That's right. I was writing my book at that time, and I wanted to be able to see the characters actually move and talk and do things. And when I saw that, I said, "That's where I'm going."
Oh, I bet.
I'm going to make my book come to life in SL. And actually, I did start it in here, but I never finished. I didn't have time to finish it. And maybe someday you'll see my book online on SL. But and then I got into all this parade stuff and all the building and everything else, and it just like the book went bye-bye, you know.
Oh, I'd love to see
That
your
idea
book.
went
You'll have to put that out there for me so I can advertise that for you.
bye-bye. Okay, I will.
I'd
I'll
love
get
to
it
read
done.
it, actually, because I love to read.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
here's the crazy question. Well, should I ask the crazy question first? No, I'll ask the serious question. I got two more questions.
Oh, serious question. Okay.
Yeah. How'd you meet your partner in Second Life? And if you don't
uh,
want to talk about it, you don't have to. I can
no,
move
it's
on to the
fine. It's
crazy
fine.
question.
We were at a club, okay, and good old SO was about to shut down the sim. And so I'm sort of flying out trying to get out of there, and I spot her. And if you can believe it, our eyes like met in SL. And I said, I got to talk to this girl. And I said, hi, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Can I talk to you after we get to another sim? You know? And we went out that night dancing, a formal dance, and that was it.
Oh, wow. It was
Yeah,
it was it was kind of like love at first sight.
exactly. We knew right that the sparks were flying right there and then.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
here's the
great.
crazy question. Here's the crazy
Okay.
question.
Oh no, should I put on my funny mask? Okay.
Yeah, put on your funny mask. Um, what's your most embarrassing moment in Second Life?
Oh my God. Okay. Let me think on this. Well, after we did wind up getting married, and my partner's she's just like a little kid. She's so nuts. And she's always playing pranks on me, and that's what keeps the thing fresh. But one morning, of course, we have our avatars. I can get on hers and she can get on mine, whatever. And I leave myself on 24/7. But the thing was, so one morning I get up and I find that I'm not online, right? I said, what's going on? Well,
I know
I
what she did. I know what she did right now.
Well, what she did was she took me to one of these porno places, stripped me down, and left me there.
Oh my God, I didn't think
And
she
I
did
woke up
that.
of all these people having sex, and I'm there nude. You know?
Oh, okay.
That's
I
just
got
one
your
of
back, girl. Tell me
many.
when she does that to you again. I'm gonna come get her.
Really, oh, you have no idea what she does. Oh God. But
Uh,
it's always fun, and if she keeps me laughing, she really does. And sometimes when you're working as hard as I do on these things, and it's just a great laugh and just brightens it all up.
Yeah, and you have to kind of be laid back in Second Life. I mean, I know when you're a newbie, you're like all paranoid and stuff like that, but after you're in here for a while, you just kind of chill.
Excuse me. Yes.
And
Well, I don't know. I think
those
I get
things are
worse every
fun.
year. I do more and more.
Oh, believe me, I'm a prankster. I know
Aha.
what you mean. But
Well, when you're a newbie, you go crazy. You know, when you first get it. When most people I see, I didn't, but most people I see, when these newbies come in, they're like all over the place. They're walking on top of you. They're like, you know, doing all the gestures. Let's see what this one does. Okay, and then, but we all did that.
yeah, we all did. We all did that when we
When we were
started.
all Ruth.
Well, you know what? I can tell you honestly, I will still walk into you because I am a klutz. But I think we all still do that one.
Yeah, well, that's swag. God.
Uh, well, Franny, it's been such a joy to interview you. Thank you so
Uh,
much for your time and all your efforts that you do for Second Life and for Parkinson's disease. And I mean, I really appreciate you, and I am just completely impressed with the job that you do in here. And thank you so much for being here today.
well, I thank you for inviting me, and I really had a good time chatting with you. And hi to all the people out there.
Yeah, hey everybody. And this is Bella Valise, or Carabella Valise, I should say. But everybody calls me Bella. And thanks for watching today, and we are signing out. Have a great day, everyone.